Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this new live session, the first one of July. We're going to get started in just 2 minutes. Okay, so let's start this live session with the basics. What is Customily? Most of you installed the app quite recently and are either getting started with your store from scratch or beginning the process of selling personalizable products on an existing store. Now, for both cases, starting from scratch and working on existing products, we have the perfect tools to get started. So, Customily is an app that provides your store with live previews of products, along with options that your customers can interact with, changing those live previews with every interaction. So, whenever you have a customizable product, you would like to preview how the product will look and select from a variety of options that could be just uh, text typing or selecting from clipart or uploading your own image. So, whenever you interact with those options and you customize things given those options, the live preview will change according to whatever you're selecting. So for example, in this example, here I can pick the number of grandkids and I will start off with the grandmother. I will select the skin color and select the type of hair and whatever I category I select, I'll be able to pick from the options available. I can pick any options that I want to create. So your customers will always have a set of options and a set of possibilities, and they will choose from there. Now, when you start picking from the grandkid number one, that will be a girl. The grandkid number two will be a boy, and the grandkid number three will be like another boy. Yeah, and here you can customize each of them, add the names and everything. And whatever you do on the options will reflect directly on the live preview. Not only that, Customily has the ability that grab everything that you have customized and selected here, the names, the hairstyles, and the t-shirt colors and everything. And not only show you the live preview so your customers can see that on the product, but on the back end, it will create with that information a print file. And that print file is ready for fulfillment. So it will be a ready to print file. It will be like a PNG or a PDF that can be sent over for fulfillment to any print on demand service, to any workshop. So imagine that before Customily, you wanted to offer something customizable, you would have to go back and forth with the customer, sending proofs and having them select all options in an abstract way. Then, after you have all those back and forth emails and proofs, they finally are satisfied with the design. You have to make that design. You have to create the print file and send over for fulfillment. Now, Customily will cover the design part and the proof part because the customer now has all the tools and the power to customize everything on their side. And also, Customily will save you time on creating the print file. Not only that, it will save you time because it's going to send the print file directly to the print on demand provider you select. And we're going to see that. But we have condensed every single process that took a lot of time into one single app that is installed in your store and customized by you, the merchant, to offer customizations to your customers and have them select whatever they want within the design. And for you, it will be simplified to get the information, get the print file, and fulfill that. Now, this preview is done by loading a template on the page, as well as the options. And the group of options that we see here is called an option set. So these two elements, the template and the option set, are created in Customily by you. So if you follow the steps of creating a template from scratch, You'll be able to create the options automatically, so you don't have to build this. Customily will build this for you. And you can connect this to any of your existing products. So it's as simple as that. Now, this is what you would do when you want to connect to existing products. You will create the template, you will create the options from that template and connect to Customily on the back end, and we'll see that in a minute. But what if you have your store brand new and empty? You will need to first create the products itself themselves. So that's why we came up with Customily 2.0. Now, what is this? This is our latest update for Shopify stores, which allows you to create and publish personalized products easier, faster, and better than before. Now, those starting your stores from scratch will have more interest in this section because now you can choose a product directly from a print on demand supplier, add a design to it, and get it published in your Shopify store automatically and all from the Customily app. And also, with the print on demand services that have an API connection, all the fulfillment processes will be automated. This means that once you receive a purchase, all the other details and the ready to print file will be available in your Shopify order information, but also it will be sent automatically to the corresponding POD provider for fulfillment and shipping. So that's what I mentioned, that it will save you a lot of time because you are creating the products using the information from the print on demand. So whatever print file created from those products will be sent for fulfillment automatically. Sorry. Another interesting feature, I was about to forget that, for Shopify users is the free access to Customily's design libraries. And this means that you can find designs ready to print and sell, or you can use those clip arts and create your own art. We're going to see what that's about. Basically, is the design you see on the girl's t-shirt. We have a lot of clip art already made for you, royalty free, and you can create products using our designs or base our designs and then change them and use them to your own designs. So there's so much freedom on that area. Now, I say we can say that there are 4 different paths you can explore with Customily 2.0. You can work with a print-on-demand provider who has its own product catalog and add a design from Customily's library to it. This is the fastest path and the one that allows you to have published products ready to sell in minutes. Now, you can work with a print-on-demand provider, but choose to add your own designs to their products. In this case, you will have to populate your design library before being able to publish products in your store. If you check previous live sessions, you will see that we have covered these 4 scenarios, and there's a lot of examples and cool ideas that you can check out. All our live sessions are in our YouTube channel, so you will never miss a chance if you, by any, in any case, you miss the live sessions, we always post them. So keep an eye on those because having your own art on print-on-demand products is one of the most popular requests, but also we have seen these other scenarios and we add them, of course, to Customily 2.0. On the other hand, you can have your own products and you're not interested in working with a print-on-demand provider. You may be your own fulfillment, your own workshop. So the way to go is to start by populating your product bases. And then you can have your product mockups and you can add Customily designs to them. Or you can, of course, add your own designs to your own product mockups. And well, this is the path that involves more time, but once you have all your product mockups and all your designs set up, it's just a mix and match game and you'll be able to create and launch new products really fast. Okay, so now that we have the different alternatives clear, okay, we know what can we do with Customily 2.0, how can we create new products, and we also know that we can create the templates on our own and connect them to existing products. So today we're going to start creating products right now. So let's start from the beginning. Imagine I'm a Shopify store owner. I want to start selling personalized products, and I just installed Customily to try it out. Here we are in the main menu of Customily, and you can see at the left bar that we have 6 sections. The first 3 sections are shortcuts to the 2.0 tools, and the other 3 sections are the main core of Customily, because you can explore, manage, and create your templates, upload and organize your assets in libraries. You have color libraries, fonts, vectors, and images. And you can see all your connected products in the store section, as well as change many settings that will help you customize the front end experience of your customers. But remember what I said about connecting to existing products. Clicking on the store section and going into the link products or the products here shortcut will give you access to all your products. Everything that is in your store will be available for you to connect to Customily at any point if you want to start offering them as customizable products with a live preview and a set of options that you see here. So let's start with the main idea. We're going to create that design that I wanted. And let's say this. In the main menu of Customily here, okay, you can have access to the print-on-demand providers because let's face it, when you see this big button to start creating new products, this is where you're going to always begin. And here you can see all the print-on-demand providers that have integrated with us. You have also access to the design libraries that in your case will be empty if you just began, so you can start creating new designs. Or you can start also creating your own product bases, your own mockups, those products that will not be found in the PODs or you want to fulfill on your own. Now, clicking on any of these PODs, you will see that some of them have the automatic fulfillment indication, meaning that these PODs have API connection. So if you have an account with them, you can grab the API key and you can put that in Customily to fully connect and integrate with them. So whenever you create a product using, for example, this catalog, inside Gearment, I could navigate through different products, find a particular product. I will be able to pick as many variants as I want, and as many sizes as I want. And then whenever I'm ready, I click next, and I can start putting my designs, or I can go and pick from Customily designs. As easy as that. You see, we have hundreds of designs, all categorized. You can browse around and play with them, see what's coming on summer season, what's coming on Independence Day week today, also coming along graduation and stuff. So there's a lot of inspiration in here. And whenever you click on one of these icons, everything will be done automatically. The product, the new product, the template, everything. So you don't have to work that hard. But that product will also be connected to Gearment, and you'll be able to automatically fulfill if you have the API connection. Now, we can go back with this a bit later, but I want to get started on what I want to show you. So today, my idea is to first create a design and then connect that design to that Gearment t-shirt that I showed you before, okay? Now, when I click on Create New Design, I will access our Design Studio. And let me put this LS Teamwork. That's my new design here. I start off with a blank square canvas, really big, 1 by 1 meter, enough for you to build something really big and nice. And whenever you connect to a product, it's going to shrink and fit into the product itself. But check out our Design Studio. We have a lot of tools that you can customize. Whenever you create text boxes, your customers will be able to input their own text, change the font, change the color. Whenever you create placeholders, pay attention to the single box here in the icon. This is for your customers, your shoppers, to upload their own files, upload their images, uh, make them bigger, smaller, rotate them, do whatever they want, even have them in grayscale. So there's an upload image feature that we have with Customily. Also, we have maps, street maps, and star maps available. So you can offer great designs that involve dates, names, and mementos that you want to put together related to a location, to a date. That's really amazing. And we have a lot of examples of this on live sessions and demo stores as well. And also, you can create dynamic elements. Now, dynamic elements like vectors and images are objects that will hold many different image choices. You see the 4 small icons. And we're going to start playing with this. Okay, this is my first dynamic image. So what do I want first about my design? This is my my inspiration. Okay, and you see we have a big title called, says that teamwork makes the dream works, and we have like a background full of fireworks, and then we have the character. And oh, there's my name there. So we have also a text input, a text box. So let's start with the basics. So what we know is going to be really fast. If you have the assets in your computer, you're ready to start uploading to Customily. No limits on that. So first, what I would like to do is whenever I create a new object, I would like to rename this. So I will double click here and set this to be, yeah, fireworks. Okay, and I can just click on upload images and try to find this. Let's put this here, fireworks. Yeah, of course I can resize this any way I want. Yeah, I can even be more precise because I can open the transform tab and make sure this is perfectly centered. Now this is my background, and chances are I'm going to touch this and move it accidentally. So we can click on the lock here to make sure I cannot select this anymore. Background ready. Let's go for the next, the title. Title is another PNG. It's just a simple image that we are putting there fixed. So for that, we create a new dynamic image. We're going to call this the titles. And we're going to upload our title, which is this one. Yep. And probably going to also make it bigger. That's kind of too much. Okay, like that. Yeah, and I can maybe, yeah, that looks better. I'm going to put this here. If I'm not perfectly centered, don't worry. We have alignment tools here, so we can click on align to the middle. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so far so good. We have the titles, we have the fireworks, and I'm going to lock the titles. There's going to be my name here, so I'm going to put the text box here. And you see a text box is put together, it's created. You can shape it up any way you want. You can move it around and put it anywhere you feel comfortable about, align that. And the A here is just a placeholder, an indicator for you that there's something here. I can actually put something to present and to test out. Yeah, this is always typed to try the text box. So maybe you can think about something really long that your customers will type, so you can see what a long name would preview here. And you see, okay, we have a lot of empty space. We can increase the size of this font. Currently, we have a 50-point font, but if we open the character tab here, we can make that bigger. Yeah, that's so. I may want to keep putting this bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, there's a limit of 70. Basically, there's a limit of 70 because that's the size of the box. If I were to make the box a bit bigger, I could probably make the letters bigger or not. Okay, that's bigger. Yeah. So that's bigger, or even bigger, as long as the box can hold my name. Okay, I don't know. Let's say 100 looks nice. Now, if you keep typing, what will happen is the text will start to shrink and shrink and shrink until it goes so small it's impossible to read. That's control with the minimum size. So I'm going to make this like, I don't know, 80. Yeah, so that's my smallest size, and that's my biggest size. And I'm going to change my font to this one. Yeah, seems like I make it better. Yeah, better. Okay, so that's going to be my text element, and I'm going to rename this to be type your name. These labels, these names will show up later on the options, so we want to save this, like grandma skin color, grandma hairstyle. So those labels will come from here. So if you type them already, you save a lot of time. Okay, so now it's time to build my character. This is the interesting part. This is where I want you to pay the most attention, because you're going to have a pack full of cliparts, and you need to know how to organize them and how to upload them to Customily. First of all, let me open another Customily tab. You can open as many as you want. And yeah, perfect. Let me show you what happens when you have a lot of cliparts. Basically, what you need to do is organize them on folders. Not just any folders. Think about what do you want to customize, right? So let me open this and show you. Yeah, basically, what do I want to customize? I want to customize the cushion that I have behind, because let's say I have 4 colors and I want customers to choose the color. So at least one color will be showing and I can choose other 3. I'm going to be customizing my pants. Okay, so I have, I don't know, 4 colors, and I also have the sneakers that will change colors. I have my t-shirt that will change colors as well, and my skin color will also change in 3 different skin colors. Now, what am I missing? So I'm going to be changing my hairstyle, my beard and mustache as well, and the chance to have a drink or not, right? And the chance to have sunglasses or not. No, not these glasses, but sunglasses. There's a lot of things, actually. Let's say we have a hairstyle, that's one, skin color, beard and mustache, t-shirt, pants, shoes, and drinks, and cushions. So that's 8 different folders or categories we need to come up with. Okay, we don't see those many, actually. That's interesting. But let's go through that. You see, I have my categories here, and I can start browsing them. So let's start with the basics, the ones that are behind the cushions. Yeah, these cushions are 4 options, and what I need to do is create a library with all these 4 cushions. I have already created that, so I could go to Customily and again create a dynamic image. And instead of uploading images, which I can, I could come here and upload my cushions all together. But if I put them on a library, I can later add more colors to the library and they will reflect on my product. So that's the advantage of having libraries. I can also use those cushions to other designs. So instead of uploading images, I'm going to pick from the library. And I made a tag here called ls. So I will be able to filter everything before that. And I have some created and some not created. We're going to create them together. LS cushions, that's the one that I want to use right now. Okay. And if you give it a second, that's showing up. Yeah. That's my cushion like there. And check out this. Dynamic images, remember, have this icon, meaning that they can hold infinite images. They just are in different positions. So the first position is this color, and I can preview the other colors as well. I can change this. You see, it changes to the second position. On the third position, we have this color, and on the fourth we have this. The moment you have more than one option inside an object, you create that option in Customily. So basically you create this. You start creating swatches and options for your customers to select. That's the important thing about Customily. If you want to offer choices, what you need to do is put them on the object itself. Okay, so let's start building libraries. Yes, so let's go to libraries. And the first thing that I want to to create is, okay, well, we have color libraries, fonts, vectors, and images. Okay, and I'm going to images, and I'm going to add a new library. Click here to add. We're going to stamp this ls, and we're going to call this skin color. Yep, create. It opens automatically, and I can add images from my drive. So I'm going to body, and well, there's a couple of tricks here. You see, we have the simple guy with the arm going down, but guess what? If you're going to be putting the pants later, definitely we're going to cover this hand. Let's see if I can put it in. We're going to cover this hand with the pant. So graphic designer trick is to remove the arms from the character and then put them apart. I'm going to show you that. Yeah, but let's pick those three and add those, create those images in Customily, and they will show up here. Yeah, so now we have a skin color image library. I can go back to the library list, go back to my design. Of course, I'm going to create a new product. Remember, this one is the color, and now this one is the skin color. Yeah, and let's pick from the library. Let's go to filter this and go the last one, skin color. And we're going to see our character shows up like that with 3 skin colors right there. Okay, now we need to sit this down here, and I'm going to quickly do something for you to don't be distracted by the missing arms. We're going to put the arms basically. Now we're going to do that by creating, of course, dynamic images, but I'm going to upload them. So the right arm is this one. It's the one holding. It's the one holding. Let me see if I can sort this by name. Yeah. One thing very important, we need to make sure these are uploaded in the right order, because remember, we have a skin color in the right order. And so I renamed them just so I can upload them in the right order, just like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3 could be ABC. It's okay. Yeah, and this is my right arm. And if I check this, I should have the three colors. I need to shrink this, of course, yeah, and put it somewhere here. Yep, pretty much there. Yep, and then I'm going to do the same with the right arm. The reason why I'm uploading images instead of creating libraries is, well, basically because I'm kind of saving some time. But you can, okay, we have 1, 2, 3 hands. There's like a different hand here. Yeah, that's a new one. Who does these images, or how do we get these images? I saw this question right now. Well, who creates them right now is our amazing illustration team, and you have perfect access to this. Remember, you're a Customily user, but you can find them. There are a lot there's a lot of artists out there, and there are batches that you can buy from Etsy, for example. Okay, so some of them are, you need to purchase them, some of them are for free. You need to dig into this, yeah, but it's definitely something you can come up with with or without a cost. Okay, one cool trick. The skin color, each one of these elements has a unique ID, meaning that they will behave differently. So whenever I change the cushion, option 1, 2, and 3, uh, I will not change the skin color. Okay, why? Because they have different IDs, so they behave differently. Now, in the case of the arms, we definitely want them to behave the same. So whenever I choose the skin color, everything should change accordingly. So the trick is make sure they have the same IDs. Yeah, so these three items have the same ID, meaning that whenever I pick the skin color and I go skin color number 1, I change the body and the two arms like that, because it's always triggering to the item number 5. Okay, I can go into that if it was not clear, but it's a nice trick to make sure these elements are working together. So let's go with the t-shirt. I recall that the t-shirt library has been created already. So new dynamic image, shirt color, and pick from the library. Go to ls and find the shirts here. And yeah, there you go. So we kind of put this like this. Yep. If you want more precision, please open transform and manage your coordinates perfectly here. New dynamic image, pants. So let's pick from the library, find the pants, I guess, select, and pants will show up. Okay, now it starts to get interesting because we are going to start working on what's showing and what's hiding. Right now, the pants, so pants color, the pants are actually above everything, but we can actually click and drag down to be behind the t-shirt. Yeah. Okay, and well, later the arms will be on top, but that's kind of a nice way of putting things like this. Yeah, pants perfectly. So if I don't want to move anything by accident, I can start locking all things. Yeah, like that. Let's go with something a bit more complex. Let's go with the hairstyle. Now, hairstyle, if I check um, my assets, remember we have this on the body part, we have all the body elements, and I realize we have like some other arms that I could actually have changed because I think the pants were meant for a specific arm. No worries. Now inside the cloth, we have the pants like this. We have the shoes. Yeah, we're going to go into that later. And the t-shirts like this. The ones that we actually, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I go here and I pick the shirt and I try to preview number 7, yeah, that's the one. So it's very important to know that you can preview anything. And it's going to be a great deal when we are dealing with hairstyles. What about hairstyles? And we need to check out our hairstyles library. Some assets will come with thumbnails, some others won't. I put this like these are the bold hairstyles, the curly hairstyles, and straight and tied and dreads. Now, here's the trick. When you go to Customily, and I'm going here to the library section, I'm going to create a new library called the Live Session Hair Styles. Imagine if we have to offer all these options all together. I'm talking about 114 options. You cannot see that on a on a product page front end. It's too much, honestly. It's like a lot of options that will overwhelm your customers. So the trick is creating categories. So whenever you click on the bold and shaped category, you will only see 24 items instead of 114 items. That's why we separate the hairstyles into folders, and that's why we have these nice looking thumbnails. Of course, these thumbnails can be something, anything you want. It can be even one example of this. So there's no limitation there. It's just your creativity and how you want things to show on the front end. Basically, what I'm going to do is instead of adding images, I'm going to start by adding a category. Category one will be bold. So I need to add the thumbnail, find that in here. Oh, sorry, the bold thumbnail, yeah. And ready to create the category. Then add another category, and we're going to call this, sorry, curly and curly thumbnail. Then add another category called straight. Add the thumbnail. And finally, add the final category, which is the tide and threads. Perfect. Now that we have 4 categories, we can open the first one, go to edit here, and start adding images. Yeah, I'm just going to upload, go to bold and upload everything bold. Yeah, there's 24 files in there. Let's see how fast it goes. If it takes a bit more time, we may want to can actually speed some. You can actually upload more than one library at the same time. So no need to worry about that. Yeah, but it's pretty fast, you see. And remember, these are high quality PNGs because they need to print in high quality. So I'm going to upload the second category, the curly category, like this. 30 files to be uploaded. It will be like a nice waiting time to answer some questions. But don't worry, also I'm going to jump into another library and also upload a couple of extra things. Let me send in and upload the next category, which is straight, edit, add image. Notice that the image position always comes next to the last you uploaded. So that way everything is on the same image, but different categories to organize and keep the front end nice and clean. Okay, let's go to another browsing tab and go to another category here in, sorry, not category, library. Try always to work in a single library, not on multiple categories. Yeah, but multiple libraries, that can work. I was working on the beards library early today. So if I go to edit, I will see that I actually have the free categories, but I don't have any images inside. If I click on beards, I will be able to start adding images. Now, quick trick about this. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to queue the tide and threads, edit, add image, and upload the image from the last hairstyle. See, it's really quite quickly. But you need to first organize your assets. Coming into Customily with things unorganized can be quite challenging. Now, when I go to the beards section and I go to add image, I'm going to upload the images and I'm going to hairstyles. No, I'm going to beards and mustache. And we have beard, mustache, and mustache like this. So I open this and I have these beards. I'm going to pick all of them. You are going to ask me, and you're correct, what if I don't have any beard? That's correct. We actually need a blank option, right? Like no beard or no mustache or no anything. And for that, we have an option. And the option is the first position to be empty. That way, the first position will have no clip art and it will show the face without any facial hair. Okay, so if I click here on image position number 2, this means that whenever I create the 18 files that I selected, they will start in the second position and the first position will be left empty. That's a great trick when you are when you need an option for empty like that. It's not at the end, it's at the very beginning. So you create those images starting from the second position, and so the first will always be empty. Yep. When you go back and you go to beards and mustaches, you can add images from where you left. Yep, like that. Open, create. Let's see how this end up being. Okay, all is well and done. We have our hairstyles library created. We can actually go back to our design and create a new dynamic image that will have the hairstyles. There you go. Yeah. Well, first hairstyle will be will be bold because of the way, but let's go with something crazy like 80s, 85. Yeah. Oh, it has dreads. Yeah, and that's even great because I can actually position this better on the face. Now, most of the clip arts you're going to be acquiring will be matching on the position when it comes to the character. Okay, but make sure of that because sometimes will happen that hairstyles are not aligned within them, so you get this to be unmatching. Right now, everything matches because we have created them. So I'm playing around and previewing stuff. I mean, you can actually preview one by one by one, and that's what I would recommend. I don't have time for that. But yeah, I'm previewing that pretty much most designs are fitting perfectly on the head. And that's a select hair style. Yay. Okay. Lock. I don't want to move stuff when everything is working perfectly. Mustaches. We need to finish this. Sorry about that. I think I almost closed the webinar window. Okay, great. While we are waiting on this to upload, let's go back to our design. Now we're missing a couple of things, and like I said, when you get your clip arts, it's always nice to put them together, at least one of them on top of the other, to see how they fit and how they match. Okay, and maybe you can even select if you want the shirt to be below the pants, or you want the pants to be better than the shirt. Apparently, these pants were designed to be above the t-shirt, so we're going to do like that. It's always better to experience and to test out your clip art to see how everything looks and works. No rushing there. There's no problem with Customily. Everything is kept saved and coming along. Okay, like that. And I'm going to change this arm. Yeah, I'm going to change that arm. If I repent from this, all I have to do is go to the first position, yeah, and upload a different clip art. It will replace the existing ones, so don't worry about that. And I think the one I'm going to be using is this one. So just a resting. That was the one that I wanted to do. Okay. See, now I have replaced the images. Now, yeah, don't worry about that. Probably going to, yeah, I had 5, 6, I replaced everything all together. That's my bad, no worries. Let's change that. It's nice this happened because that way we can see a common error. Is if you're going to be replacing images that are matching, okay, make sure you change the IDs. Not do what I just did. Guess in the rush. Oh, wait. Yeah, like that. Yeah, the first view actually seems like it changes, but remember that the information inside the object is always unique. So just if you don't want that to be changing on the views, you can change the IDs. But right now, everything will be back to normal and working perfectly. Let's hide the shirt so we can put the arm working together again. Okay, and cool thing, we need to put actually this left arm on top of the pants. Yeah, so you can see that working there. Challenging today. Okay. And back to the shirt. The shirt has to be on top. Locking everything and all good. Now we finish the beard. Okay. So we're going to go back, finish the beard, go to our design and create a dynamic image for the beard. Like that. Nothing will show up. Why? Because the first position is empty, is no beards. Second position will start with a beard. And well, position number 20 will also have beards and stuff. So we can now come here, put it like this, reshape it until everything looks exactly, well, that sounds like a bit, yeah. Let's preview something different. Let's say 45. Oh, you see it's bigger yet. So that's more like it. 5, it's like that. Yeah, matching, perfect. So a couple extra things. Select facial hair. We're going to add a dynamic image for the drinks. Okay. Thinking about changing this arm to not having a drink, but no worries. Let's upload images. Let's keep the drink for now, but you get the idea. You could actually, it's like the cushion. You can add many drinks and they will show up here and you can change them. But I want to add something else. I want to add sunglasses. And sunglasses have two choices. One, no sunglasses. Two, yes sunglasses. So we leave the option number 1 empty on the library, and we can also do that on the dynamic image on the design. We jump to the second option, and then we upload the sunglasses. Meaning that at the beginning you will see nothing, but if you select the sunglasses, they will show. Like that. Okay, now that we have everything working, we are running out of time, and I want to show you how this creates on the front end. So I'm going to leave the some details like the notebook and the glasses, and I'm going to select, okay, add sunglasses. I'm going to grab everything that involves the kid. Sorry, not the cushion, just the kid. I'm calling myself kid, that's flattering. And I'm going to enlarge this a bit all together, like that. So now the character is complete. And I can save the design and put it on a Customily, on a POD product or my own product. You can later add more items to your design and you can create the product then. I mean, designs can take some time, but you see that uploading stuff and putting together a design If you have stuff ready, it could take about 2 hours, not much of that. So it's very interesting how fast you can produce something. So now we're going to click on the Start menu, and this is my new design. I'm ready to put it on any product. Let's create a new product. Let's go to Gearment, and it was this one, yeah, heavy cotton t-shirt. I'm not going to go into the variant part, just go with the this, but always nice to check out what happens if we put something, yeah, like sand and white. Two options. Pick from my designs and find my latest, the one that I put together with my own clip arts. Let's wait a moment for Customily to create a brand new product on the Shopify store, connect through API to Gearment, bring the information from Gearment, meaning the print area, the mockup of the t-shirt, the variant colors, and it's going to put my design on the print area. It's going to fit into the print area. Remember, my design is like 1 meter by 1 meter, really big. And then it's going to showcase that same design over the mockups. Obviously, the product on the front end will need a template and a set of options, and everything is created by Customily. All we had to do is invest time on our design. And that's my character over there. Obviously, the options will need to clean up a bit, but they show up really well. That's my guy here. And by default, I can change the skin colors. No worries, I can change the cushion. Let's play around with this. Cushion changing, name appearing, variant changing. That's amazing. Then the skin color can change also. We don't like this. Let's do this really fast. Go to edit options here, and let's find the skin color. Here's a skin color. It's a swatch. And if we don't like these images, all we have to do is remove them and pick a color that will kind of resemble the skin. For this one is the same. Let's go and find a color that will kind of go with the skin. With coats will be far better. And finally, we're going to find the color that will fit. We're going to scroll all the way down and save it. Okay. And now the skin color changes. Now, when I pick this, oh, it's the worst color. Check out that the arms will also change, right? Arms change because they have the same ID. Okay, so one thing we don't need, actually, we don't need to see these options. So go back to edit options, find the right arm, and just hide, check on the hide option so we don't see that. Left arm, check on the hide option. Okay, those options are no longer visible. And it's shaping up, slowly fitting and starting to work together to something we are really interested about. I was just showing you that the categories we selected are working amazingly, okay? And check out this. Beards are showing, mustache are showing, but what about no beard? Remember, we left the first option to be empty. So if I go to edit options here, and I look for the, let's see if I can find the beards. Select hairstyle. Okay, no, bald, curly, straight. Select facial hair here. This is the category, and we have category beards and mustache and stuff like that. So if I open the options here and I see beard, mustache, and mustaches, I can go to beards, for example, and start in the option number 2. Okay, I can manually come here and add my new option that says no, and it will be number 1. I can put an image here. That's why I had this no waiting. Okay, and scroll all the way up. Put it first. So save it. And now let's see what happens. I scroll down and I come here and I say no, and there's no beard. Yeah, so publish this. We want this to go straight to our store. If you don't have the POD you selected with the API key integrated with Customily, this message will show up, reminding you that this will not fulfill automatically until you put the API key. In this case, Gearment. Yeah, but you can still publish. Our product, ready to go. And we created this design, putting together our clip arts inside Customily really fast. Okay, well, let me stop sharing. I really hope you have things clear now and on how to upload your own assets and how to put them together using Customily. And remember, we have an excellent support team and you can contact them at support@customily.com. You can open a live chat over the app. We are open we have the live chat open on business hours EST. And it's really amazing if you join the Facebook communities because there's people talking about this, giving advice, asking for advice, sharing videos, sharing tutorials, commenting the live sessions. This is really great opportunity and space for you to learn more about Customily. So that's all for today. I really appreciate you for being here, for joining us one more time. We had the opportunity to build up the character you see there. We missed a couple of details, but remember, we have these tutorials available for you to experience and to play around with your own clip art and put this stuff together if you want to practice. So thank you all, and we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.